എവിടെ ഇത് വരുന്നത്? നമ്മ മിണ്ടായിരിക്കും, ചുമ്മാ ഇരിക്കും. നമ്മൾ എവിടെയെങ്കിലും പോകും, എയർടെല്ലും കൊണ്ട് പോകും.
अमृतजीवावर पाठवले बघ. सर गुड मॉर्निंग. You are muted. Jose sir, unmute yourself. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Good morning. So just try if it is available on YouTube also, huh?
Yeah.
Lakshman sir, good morning.
Good morning, Dr. Somnath. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah. We will start in a while.
Okay, sure.
Sarita Madam, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning to.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, all.
Jose sir, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning. Let's start the program.
Yes, it is dot 10. We can start.
Good morning. Sarita Madam, you will start.
Yes, sir. Ready. We begin,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
A very good morning to all the participants and the guests invited for this webinar. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you on behalf of the Department of Commerce of St. Gonzalo Garcia College for the inauguration of the Entrepreneurship Development Cell and webinar on entrepreneurship. Today, when we look around in the corporate world, the business scenario is seeing a number of startups that are surfacing in India, and this is possible because of the technological and structural advancements in the country. For example, if you look around us, many of the startup companies like Paytm, Ola, Policy Bazaar, Byju's, Swiggy, Udan, Quicker, Pepperfry, these are all based on the initiatives that the government of India also has supported the starting of these industries and creating an environment for developing the entrepreneurial environment around us. So keeping this in mind, the Department of Commerce took the initiative of starting the entrepreneurship development cell. It is an initiative of the Commerce Department, the Commerce Forum, and the main objectives of this particular cell is to create a feeling or a sense of understanding about how entrepreneurship should be done, create an environment conducive to the support of students, to expose the students to the opportunities available to young entrepreneurs, to introduce budding entrepreneurs to the students, to motivate and develop them into bigger entrepreneurs over a period of time, to help them formulate proposals, select activities, understand the process and procedures involved. Along with that, the pros and cons of entrepreneurship would also be made aware to them through the development cell under the Commerce Forum. Like Walt Disney has said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. So as an entrepreneur, we also need to have the courage and the initiative to enter into the field to follow our dreams. With this, I would like to ask Professor Stanley Lopez to give a brief introduction to the seminar. Professor Stanley Lopez.
Stanley sir, you are not audible.
Chani sir, not able to hear you.
No,
Not
not
yet.
yet. Are you muted?
Not audible.
Shani sir,
Tani
we
sir,
can't
can you
hear
check the volume of your device, please?
Volume may be low.
No, not yet. Anyway, madam, go to the next point on agenda. Sarita, madam, please go to the next point on agenda.
Yes, sir. We continue with this program. And now I would like to request the principal, Dr. Somnath Vibhude, to express his thoughts on the seminar and the cell.
Yeah, thank you, madam. At the outset, I would like to welcome today's guest speaker, Lakshmanji, and I was glancing at his CV, and I think there can be no person better than Mr. Lakshmanji who can guide our budding entrepreneurs. So you are welcome, sir, in this very first episode of Entrepreneurship Development Cell of St. Gonzalo Garcia College of Arts and Commerce, Vasai District, Palghar.
Thank you.
Sir, may I inform you, ours is a minority college, started way back in 1984, with just few hundred students of commerce and arts. To be precise, 186 students in the starting year. And today, we feel proud to inform that we are catering to 3,700 students, taking undergraduate as well as postgraduate education in our institution, spanning from arts to commerce to BSc IT, then management courses, banking insurance, accountancy finance, and postgraduate programs like Master of Arts in Economics, MCOM in Accountancy, MCOM in Management, MSc Information Technology, and we have a research center, PhD research center in rural development as well. 2 years ago, when there was an expansion of the college building and new building was inaugurated by His Grace Dr. Felix Machado, our chairman, in the august presence of Honorable Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai, Professor Suhas Pednekar, I remember one of his statements. He said that now educational institutions should come up with innovation and incubation centers. We have to promote innovation in young minds who are taking undergraduate as well as postgraduate studies. The abilities of government sector to provide employment has already gone down. After that new economic policy of 1991, where liberalization, privatization, and globalization has taken momentum, there is a shrinking in government sector, and we could find that private sector can do well as far as providing job opportunities are concerned. If we focus in more recent times, we can see since last 5 to 6 years, initiatives like Make in India, and very recently, the policy of promoting startups, as ma'am has said in her introductory remarks, and the very word of Atmanirbhar. Atmanirbhar is self-reliant and self-sufficient India. We have to make India as a workshop of the world. So, how and when can India become a workshop of the world? Only when Indians focus on manufacturing rather than assembling. Our young minds, our talent should be diverted and directed for manufacturing, for processing, and making innovations. With this mind, with these things in mind, Our Department of Commerce, head of the department, Captain Professor Josh George, had got this idea in mind. Why don't we initiate such entrepreneurship development cell in our own college, where we have 3,700 plus students? Let everybody should not stand in the queue for a job, and let us promote some entrepreneurial abilities among our students. So with this purpose, we are organizing the first episode today. And I'm sure that the very first episode is inaugurated by you. So you are again welcome in the program. All participants, I want to tell him that, dear participants, young minds, kindly listen to the presentation inaugural address by Sri Lakshmanji sir. His vast experience will definitely can become a torch bearer for all of you. Also, I would like to inform you that two of our students, they have started their one startup very recently. Miss Jyotika Patil, our own student, and Amrita Vibhute, they have started one startup. So they will be presenting their own experience as well. So they too are welcome in this program. So the idea of the whole program is to promote enterprising minds, encourage enterprising minds, promote this talent, and let's see that every month we will present one story of our students who are budding entrepreneurs, who can be very inspiring to all other learners, and that can go on and on. With this word, I again welcome each and every participant in the program and request Professor Sarita Madam to continue the program. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, sir. With your support and encouragement and the department's colleagues and the HOD, we hope we can take this venture forward in the years to come. Thank you for your inspiring words. Now we move on to the next part. I hereby welcome our head of the department, Captain Professor Josh George. I invite him to introduce and welcome the guest to this audience, the young audience that is in front of us. Professor Josh George. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Sarda Madam. Hope you are able to hear me.
Yes.
It's
Yes,
a
sir.
joy to be part of this program, and it is the department dream that we develop youngsters and they should come out with new innovations, and they'll be able to present it in a better manner. And it is our dream, and it is actually an incubation center. We wanted to develop it as an incubation center. Therefore, this will benefit our students. As I also take this opportunity to thank our principal for his encouraging words for the department and people involved in these activities. This is a dream program that the department is bringing to strengthen the students to come out with their talent of starting setups with innovative ideas. Today, you will understand the beauty of this type of program. I take this opportunity to welcome our chief guest and guest of honor, Mr. Lakshman Naraspuri, for this program. Nasrapuri for this program. Mr. Lakshman has over 36 years of experience in investment banking and corporation finance. Besides having handled matters pertaining to mergers, amalgamations, revival, and restructuring schemes and joint ventures. These are not new terms to commerce students. We tackle these issues in seriously. And sir is experienced in these areas. He is also into startup investment and renders advisory services to not only entrepreneurs with respect to firming up of ideas, business strategies, fundraising, access, etc., but to a number of individual investors looking at investing in high growth and quickly scalable ventures. He has worked in both private as well as public sector organizations with exposure in listed as well as unlisted companies. Before venturing into his own advisory services firm, during last over 22 years experience in financial and management advisory services, he has had exposure to a large spectrum of industrial sectors, including renewable energy, real estate, infrastructure, logistics, IT, steel, electronics, sugar, textiles, etc. He has invested in some well-known companies such as PSafe, Chybreak, Explorable Box, Skin Elements, Redcliffe Life Science, OTO Finance, etc. Sir, your experience is going to give real input to our students. We welcome you for your session. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much for the kind introduction, Professor George. At the outset, I would like to, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. At the outset, I would express my sincere thanks and gratitude to Dr. Somnath and the entire team for inviting me to this event. In fact, this is a learning ground for me. And I'm really humbled and privileged to be part of this event. And I must congratulate Dr. Somnath and his entire team, including Dr. Felix and everybody associated with this project. I must congratulate that from 186 you have come to 3,700. So I must say you have a very fertile ground to come up with lots of entrepreneurs in the coming years. The only thing is that we need to give them a push. And one thing which I have noticed in my career, that everybody has to have one trait, and that trait is dreaming. Unless you dream and think about achieving that dream, you can never be successful in any of the activities you are thinking about. So one must start at the individual level, at the institutional level, at the country level, at the state level. Think about anything. Initially, what happens that lots of ideas would uh, be look like an absurd idea. If you look at all the startups, Professor Sarita Madam mentioned about the startup of Ola, Oyo, Flipkart, Paytm, Pepperfry, etc. If you go back and look at their history when they started, for example, this Ritesh Agarwal, he dropped out of the college at the age of 17. And I know that he used to go to New Delhi railway station to pick up his clients. He used to hire a good four-wheeler. He did not have the four-wheeler. So he used to hire a good taxi without the taxi number, that yellow and black. He used to take the client to the hotel and help him check in and settle down. That is how he started. So unless you have a dream, and along with that dream, you need to have another quality, which is persistence. If I have thought about a particular idea, I should stick to it, come what may. I can't leave it, and I can't leave the investors also in large. So I would like to inform the younger generation, the participants of this event, that you don't have to go far and look beyond your immediate environment to come up with a business idea. Just go through the routine activities schedule and you will find hundreds of business ideas to pursue. And most of the ideas uh, on the basis of which these unicorns have come up, you will find that they had experienced a particular gap in the services or a particular issue related to that service, and they thought of solving it. The red bus promoter came up with this idea of, bus ticket booking when he did not get the bus to reach his hometown for Diwali. So if you go through the history of all those unicorns and startups, entrepreneurs who are today the role model for the younger generation, you will find that they experienced lots of difficulties in their daily schedule and tried to sort that out. Give you another example of one of my portfolio companies, which is PSafe. PSafe started as just a toilet seat sanitizer. You will find lots of disinfectants for cleaning the bowl, but you will not find the products to clean the toilet seat. How he got this idea? He was traveling along with his wife, and his wife used a public washroom. In India, if you look at the data, you will find that the UTI, urinary tract infection, is 95% prevalent in ladies. Gents have no issues unless you are traveling in a train and you use the Indian system. So he thought about it when his wife got this infection. How to sort this out? In India, you see most of the ladies experience this problem. They go to cinema, they use the public washroom. They go to shopping mall, they use the public washroom. They go to institution, they use the public washroom. So how to take care of this basic requirement that when they sit on the seat, they do not get that infection? A very simple idea came to his mind that I should come up with a product which I can spray over the toilet seat, and the toilet seat should be sanitized. This was beyond this sanitizers came into the picture owing to Corona. When he started this venture, nobody was willing to give him an amount of even 5 lakhs. So he borrowed some money from his father, borrowed some money from his wife, used his entire savings, and started producing this. And for that also, he outsourced the manufacturing process to some other organization. Within a span of 3.5 years, just 3.5 years, the company's valuation is more than 400 crores. Phenomenal. Now, if you go to the market, you will find the P-Safe products, not only in India, in US and in Middle East and Europe, everywhere you will find P-Safe. When you travel by, air, you will find the P-Safe products at all the airports. There are chaos. So what I'm trying to say is that normally what happens, our younger generation feels that there should be a very comprehensive, complicated, high-end kind of an idea to start a venture. It's not so. Just look at the small things in a chain of activities and you will find your business idea. And with that business idea, you can go ahead. And gradually, this idea becomes large. The product or the service which you are offering is for the mass consumption of the people. And that is how you gain the scalability and the exponential growth. And when we talk about the angel investment or seed investment or private equity investment, we talk of two basic factors: the scalability of the business model and the exponential growth in terms of financial projections. Take the example of our education system. During this corona period, 90% of the funding has gone to the edtech companies. And you will find that lots of new companies have come into this space. And there are lots of advertisements on the television also. Take the example of White Hat Junior or Tutorex or Vedantu, Byju's, Explora Box, Clinto Box, Magic Crate. You will find a number of startups which have come up in this space. There were two reasons. They were ready with these ideas, but they just wanted a Paytm moment. And for them, the Paytm moment came in the form of coronavirus. So instead of worrying about the coronavirus impact on the business and the economy in general, they thought of turning this, I would say, the adverse event into a business opportunity. And you will find that there are lots of online education platforms. In India, almost 97, 98% of the educational institutions have also learned how to impart the online education to its students. They had never thought about it. It was all brick and mortar, physical presence of a teacher and a professor, physical presence of the students to teach them. Now we know that we can do online classes. We can teach them through animation. We can teach them through pictorial presentations. There is no need to physically attend a class, which has cut down on the time which is consumed by traveling from one place to the other, incurring expenses on the traveling, incurring expenses on the mode of conveyance. So everything has been avoided. The second most sector which has gained prominence, which was before coronavirus also, it is the healthcare space. Now the Indians are well aware of these, desi concoctions. We know about kada, we know about various types of masala teas, we know lots of, mixture of herbs and spices which are used. But we had never given the importance to these things. When coronavirus happened, everybody went back to the roots. We started consuming these things, and maybe this is the reason that the mortality rate in India is so low. If you look at the mortality rate and the eating habits of Europeans, you will find that they use the same kind of herbs or spices in the same you know proportion or extent, and that is why they are more concerned about that pizza and burgers and uh, fine flour items. So if you look at all these things and decide which activity in the chain of event suits you, pick up that activity, work on that. And you don't have to have a very large amount of money also. You can start your business with as low as 2000 rupees, 2500 rupees, 5000 rupees, 10,000 rupees. That's all you need. You don't need a large amount of capital. If you look at the history of these startups, you will find that most of these startups, which later on became unicorns, they started with as low as 1200 rupees or 500 rupees, and that too with the borrowed capital. They borrowed money from their parents, they borrowed money from one of their friends, and pursued their business idea. So, how to go about it? Start scanning your immediate environment and list down the chain of activities. And this can be done for any item. And while at this, I would like to address the participants' concern that even if you are a commerce student, you can pursue any kind of startup. It can be healthcare, it can be FMCG consumer goods, it can be edtech, it can be food processing, anything. So that is not a limiting factor for you that you are a commerce student and you must find something related to the subjects which you have studied being a commerce student. Yes, of course, if you're a commerce student, you can go for accounting, financial management, income tax. For example, there is a site Clear Tax, My IT Return. Then there are lots of portals for GST filing and facilitation of banking and insurance. But your stream of education is not a limiting factor for you. You can do whatever you want to do. The only differentiation is that you should have some amount of technology in your project. When you infuse that some amount of technology, some tech stack, some tech platform, you make it scalable. You can reach out to the masses. You can speed up the process of serving your customers. And that is what differentiates between the traditional businesses and the new age modern businesses. If you look at the businesses, you will find that these businesses have been there for a long time. Since ages, we have been doing this. As a commerce student, most of the students and teachers, we would have come across lots of these fintech companies. You think of an objective to take some money, and that lender is there. Whether it is a traditional loan, bike loan, adventure trip loan, marriage loan, to pursue a special, hobby class or some offline course, there are lenders lined up for that. How did they come up? In India, there are 5 startups which are lending money on a day-to-day basis. If I need money for a single day, they will lend me the money. And if I tell you the interest rate, you will be surprised. The average lending rate is about 2% per day. So on an average, they are making more than 600%, 700% in a year. I can't say about the younger generation, they will not be aware of the money lending system which was prevalent at our time. We all must have seen the Hindi movies of 60s and 70s. And invariably, you will find a central character, a villain character, who used to be the money lender, and the entire village used to be indebted to him. And when we used to go to the school, teachers used to tell us that these money lenders are very bad people. Now the business is the same. Now this money lending business has taken a new shape in the form of the technology driven processes. But fundamentally, the objective, the content remains the same. I run an NBFC, non-banking financial company, and we focus on the microfinance sector. We lend money to ladies only under a joint liability group. So we create a group of 10, 15 ladies and sanction them a loan of say 30,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees, 50,000 rupees. Joint liability group means there is a single loan documentation and all the ladies of the group are collectively responsibility to pay us the EMIs. Can anybody guess the internal rate of return for us in today's scenario when I'm saying that we lend money to the underprivileged section, to the ladies to do the small time businesses? Our IRR is 32%. RBI allows us to charge an interest rate of 26% per annum plus the processing fee. And we collect our receivables, the loan repayments, on a weekly basis. So we need to go a little deep into the existing system, think about it, identify the gaps, or maybe we can identify the gaps where the service is not satisfactory. We need to improve upon that. If you recall the two famous lines of Shiv Khera, he said people don't do different things. They do things differently. So if you look at all these startups in any sector, they are doing the same things. Business models are 100-year-old, 200-year-old, 50-year-old. They have just devised a way out to improve upon the user experience, to improve upon the provision of goods and services. That's all. So that is the value addition. So we need to identify the gaps and think about adding value to that particular process. And we have our business with us. We don't have to worry about it. If I look at a very common transaction, there is a product, there is a buyer, there is a seller. There is a way to deliver that product to the buyer. There is a way to collect the consideration from the buyer. Just these 4-5 activities. Now, if you look at the entire e-commerce ecosystem, you will find that all these business opportunities are confined to this space only. So I need the transportation, I need the packing, I need the payment gateways, I need how to, remit the payment to the seller, how to take care of the delivery challenges. That's all. And we have these big basket and grofers and um, Rivigos and black bucks, etc., etc. As an student, we can find a number of opportunities in our own education system. We need student housing, we need hostels. Once we have settled down, we need the internet connection, we need the laptops, we need the transportation, We need the coaching classes, we need the counseling classes, we need lots of things in education space itself. So just think of the education space. You will find hundreds of business opportunities which can be pursued with a very small amount of capital, and over a period of time this can be scaled up. But a word of caution here for the younger generation. As an investor, we have seen that lots of these young entrepreneurs come to us for funding their ideas, for funding their ventures. But at the back of their mind, they have this feeling that I'm taking money from this particular investor or a particular PE fund or a venture capital fund. I'll spend about 6 months to 1 year, maybe 1.5 years to pursue this. If this does not work out, I'll simply drop it and go back to the job market. So I'm experimenting on the basis of my own idea, but coupled with the investment by a third party. And you will find that most of these entrepreneurs have failed miserably in their business ventures. The entrepreneurs who have been successful, they have this stickiness quality. They will stick to their business for a longer period of time. They will try it in the first cycle, second cycle, third cycle, but they will not leave it. So the persistence has to be there. When we invest money with any entrepreneur, we ask them, what is the ultimate objective of setting up of this venture? At some point of time, you will get the valuation. So do you have any intention of completely selling off your stake and go away? Or you are there for a long term? So when he says, no, I'm going to be there, I don't want to sell the complete stake to the large PE players. I'm very passionate about it. I'm very dedicated, devoted. Then we invest money. Next, most of the entrepreneurs are worried about the investment. I can tell you that there is no dearth of money in the market. There is no dearth of money in the market. During this year of 2020, when the entire country or the entire world has been under a lockdown, India has done 765 deals valued at 8.4 billion US dollars, roughly about 60,000 crores. There is no dearth of money. All we need is good ideas and dedicated promoters. That's all. All the investors, all the incubation centers, they would like to help you out with whatever you want. Apart from money, they will do the hand holding. They will give you the access to their own network. They will connect you to the buyers, sellers, advisors, large P players. They will help you out with the second round of funding, third round of funding without any interest. Apart from the interest that their initial investment, which they had made, should be safe and secure. So in my view, number one, this is a wonderful idea that you have set up this EDC. I would say that most of the colleges, institutions, engineering, MBA, they have come up with these ideas and they have set up the incubation centers in their colleges. And we see lots of startups coming to us or being referred to us by the colleges. I regularly visit a number of management institutions as well as IIT Mumbai also. to search for good projects, to search for good business ideas, which can be backed by us, not only by capital, but by other services as well. So I would say that I am always there.
Thank you.
Whenever any student of your college comes up with a business idea, without any hesitation, he can reach out to me on my mobile, on my email ID, and I, along with my co-investors, my investors network, will help him out.
Thank you.
Number three, you mentioned about manufacturing and the processing industries. I think I have another 2-3 minutes. Vasai itself has almost 15,000 MSMEs.
Great. Yes.
So the students don't have to go out of Vasai. If they start exploring the business ideas in Vasai itself, start meeting the MSMEs and the small scale units, they will find hundreds of business ideas to be engaged. However, if they still find that they are not getting the, they are not in a position to identify the business opportunities, we are there to help them out. If they are ready to put in efforts, we can come up with the ideas, we can give them the business opportunities, business ideas along with them. We only need their dedication and sincerity and stickiness to the project, and let them come to us with anything in mind, howsoever it absurd it might be. But we know that all these great businesses have come up with some idea which nobody was willing to entertain in the beginning itself. So I think it's 10:47 now. There are lots of things I wanted to talk about, but keeping in mind the time constraints, let us hear out the two budding entrepreneurs and try to help them out with our expertise. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. It was a pleasure hearing to you your personal experiences that you have shared and your tips and advices that you have given to uh, entrepreneurs who would like, or budding entrepreneurs who would like to pursue their dreams. And the two important qualities that you have suggested that young minds should always keep in mind is be persistent, stick to your ideas, don't give up, because you may not get success at your first step. It takes time to go ahead with your success stories. So we only hear success stories, we don't hear the struggle part that is not shared a lot in the media also. You also said that to find out ideas, look for gaps, which is a good tip for the young minds to understand where to look for, how to start a new enterprise or a startup. So, and we are also thankful for you saying that you are ready to associate with us in future to help us out. So that is a big support that we would be looking forward to as a department and as a college. With this, I thank you, sir. With this, I now call upon the two budding entrepreneurs that we have brought to your platform for all the participants. Now, these two young minds who have put their minds together with a thought which came up, and they decided to go about putting it into a business venture. So that is what they are here to share with you. Now, in case of startups, there is no limits on who can start a startup. Anybody can start it, provided you have an idea and you are able to pursue that idea. So these two young minds thought that we should pursue this idea and go ahead with it. And it's a sense of pride that Jyotika is one of our students, and with her very good friend Miss Amruta, who both are PG students, and at a very young age they have thought about going about setting up this venture. Wishing them success, and let's hear to the story that they have got to tell us. Okay, now the platform is yours, Jyotika and Amruta. Let's
Thank you
hear.
so much. Thank you so much, Sarita ma'am, for such an amazing introduction. Good morning to one and all present here. I am Amruta Vibhute. I have did my bachelor's in financial markets from KC College, and currently I am pursuing MCom from Jain College.
Good morning, professors. I'm Jyotika Patil, and I'm a former student of St. Gonzalo Garcia College. Currently, I'm doing my PG in Jain College.
So we are here to share our entrepreneurial journey. But first, we want to show you some a video of our journey. So let me share my screen.
Jyoti, double click on that, double click. Okay, I'll do that one then. Can you just cancel the share screen?
Okay, sir, just a minute. So, okay, so that was a short video about
Wait, 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 wait. Amruta, wait. Sir is.
I'm trying to bring it.
Yeah.
okay, sir. that was a short video, and till now you can be able to figure out that it is completely about related to art. So we'll share our PPT through which we can tell you about our business. So can you able to see our PPT?
Yes, we can see.
So we are here to share our entrepreneur journey, and the name of our startup is Decor Mistake, which is so we are into home decor products. So
Speaking of our logo, the logo of our startup is that of a lotus. And as you know that lotus buds into a stagnant environment, but then too it blooms so with a um, lot of its beauty, and that is why we came up with the idea of having lotus as our logo. And by the name you can come to know that it's decor, so it's something which is going to be really joyous and full of colors. And the word mystic tells that our products will be mystical and fascinating and mesmerizing.
So the goals and mission of our startups are to spread positivity and happiness through our products. Next is to be the number one firm in a home decor segment. To give back, to able to give back to the society. This is one of the most thing which we want to work on. And the next thing is to provide customization in every single product. Uh, so the beginning. Because of corona and lockdown, it was initially me who could able to connect with my long lost hobby, that is painting and designing. So in lockdown I got time to recreate all my paintings, all the designs, and I came up with this idea about why not I turn this designing thing into a business, where I can actually take my paintings to another level and share it to the maximum number of people. So I had a talk with her, and we decided to come up with something which can not just be art, but something which can spread positivity, something which can spread happiness, something which can spread positive and high energy vibes. So that after a lot of research, there was this eureka moment where we figure out something called as dream catchers. So at first, we were not much aware about dream catchers. So we studied a lot about what are dream catchers, what is the importance of dream catchers, and ultimately we finalized this dream catcher as a product. So the for the next is raw materials. Because of lockdown we were not able to get all the raw materials which we require for making dreamcatcher, but somehow we managed to go to the local stores and figure out what all things are available. So ultimately we got few things and we started doing all our trials, watched so much of YouTube videos, Pinterest ideas, and ultimately came up with 8 dream catchers. So we were still confused about how we can sell all these dream catchers. So we clicked just few pictures of it and posted it on Instagram and WhatsApp, and the moment was when people actually started loving it and they were inquiring more and more about it. So we were really happy that people are actually loving this, and we decided to make more of this. So after again a lot of research, we came to know that there is a scientific reason behind hanging a dream catcher, and every design, every charm of dream catcher has its own meaning. So we figure out everything, and ultimately now we have more than 40 products. So as you all know, starting a business in corona was not an easy task. Every easy thing every easy thing came as a challenge to us. So there were lots of problem, but we decided not to give up. So first problem was raw material. It was not possible for us to physically go in the store. So what we decided is to go via online and dealers and manufacturers. So we did a study in online did a study on online websites which can who can provide us with raw materials, and we came up with made in India beads. So they have really pretty things and pretty raw materials which really boosted our confidence. Next is we directly contacted dealers and manufacturers. So the perk of contacting dealers and manufacturers is that we got all the quality materials in low cost. So now our costing was also at very amazing stage. The making cost decreased, but then we sold our product at the decided cost. So the profit level increased automatically. Next was marketing. Any business requires a great marketing. So but then we were not professional in marketing, but a few months ago I did this online course about digital marketing which helped me. And then we took all our products to social media. That is, we created Facebook page, Instagram page, and even Pinterest. So we took all our products to social media, and must say social media has really helped us to increase our business. Next was reaching customers. So in lockdown, as we all know, many people have faced this financial issues. And to be honest, to be frank with about everything and about our business, anybody would not prefer home decor products over food and other basic needs. So it was really a challenging task to make to convince people, to make people believe that how our products are really important, or have this scientific reason behind having these products in your home. So we use this tool called as direct marketing. So direct marketing is when you directly reach your customers and personally message them. So what we did is we both did this, plus all our team members did this. We personally messaged all our friends and family, told them everything about our Instagram page, our Facebook page, and every single thing about them, and invited them to follow our page. And this really worked well. So I would suggest to all our budding entrepreneurs that you should really go with direct marketing. Obviously it's hectic, but then it's worth it. So because of direct marketing, we crossed more than 100 followers in Instagram followers in just 3 days. So must say this is an amazing tool. So next is innovation with customization. So thinking a lot about innovation, what we could bring new things, new designs in our product. We thought, why not, let's give this chance to customers. So we give this chance to customers. Now let customers decide the design, let customers decide the colors, and whatever design and colors they tell us, we make it same for them. So ultimately the thing happens is customers are really happy with our products as they get what they have dreamt of. And plus we give our innovative touch to it. So innovation and customization both happened because of this idea. And the last and the most important thing is growth on Instagram. So even if Instagram is an amazing tool, but to at the start let it be a small business or a big business, it takes time to grow. So many businesses take at least 5 to 6 months to even cross 300 to 400 followers. But in our team we have this amazing and intelligent soul named as Shitesh Garat, and he came up with this idea of giving free shoutouts in the initial stage of the page. And we gave and on our launch date we gave free shoutouts to all our competitors, all our co-artists on Instagram. And that worked so well that on the first day of our launch we already had 157 followers. So we have such intelligent people on board. Next is social media.
Thinking about the social media, as she said that how a very intelligent friend of ours came up with this idea of giving shout out. So basically, a shout out is when you share. post about other co-artists who are present on Instagram, and they need a platform wherein people know about them, where they can get that reach. So we did that, and we definitely reaped its benefit by having 157 followers on the first day itself. And currently now we have 260 plus followers on our Instagram, and we have managed to reach 1000 people with our reels. For those of who don't know what a reel is, it's a short video wherein you tell about your products, whether it's a painting or a product which you're selling, anything which you want people to know about. So it is something which will help you to reach that audience. So we did those, and it requires a certain kind of video editing skills, and we had people who had them, and we were able to cross 1500 views on some of our short videos. Then after that, we also moved on to Facebook page, and there also we received a very well response, and even on Facebook groups, we shared products and our videos, and we received orders through them as well. Then next, for those of who are not very tech friendly with Instagram and Facebook, for them we introduce WhatsApp catalog, wherein uh, we put in detail our products and everything about it, and the price as well. So they were able to know more about our products, and thereby also we were able to reach people and know that yes, we exist, Economistic exists, and that it is providing budget friendly products, and that is how we did it. And next, we also went through a medium known as WordPress, wherein we blogged about how we started our journey, and the significance of a product which is not known to many. It is very under not very in the limelight in India. So there we were able to present and reflect what dream catchers stand for.
Next is the first international art exhibition. So, this lockdown came up with the most amazing and most important opportunity for us, wherein Decor Mistake could participate in its first ever international art exhibition, which was Namaste Bharat. It was from 24th October 2020 to 4th November 2020. So this gave us an amazing experience where wherein in this exhibition there were buyers and sellers and artists from all over the world, and it was really an amazing achievement for us wherein we could take a decor mystic to the whole new levels. uh, this not only boosted our confidence, but it increased our reach on Instagram too. So next is the growth, research and development. Every business needs constant research and development. So we did our research and development, but the most important problem was capital. So first, seed capital was of 10,000, 10 to 15,000, which we both invested and which we both had earned by giving tuitions. So, and we had saved that money for our business plans because we always dreamt of doing a business. So, I had this thing in mind that I'll earn this money, but then I'll save it, and whenever I'll do my business or start my business, I will invest this money into my business as this is my hard-earned money, and because it's hard-earned money, I'll use it really well. So I had saved this money, and with the starting of 10 to 15,000, we brought all our raw material, did research and development really well because there are numerous websites giving the same raw materials, but we had to go with something which is the best too, and in the best in quality terms, also in costing terms. Next is support from friends and family. We really got an amazing support from friends and family, and because of which our confidence boosted a lot, and we kept moving forward, and right now it's on really an amazing growth stage. Next is in less than 60 days of launch, we were able to deliver products out of Maharashtra, and we are looking forward to deliver it in foreign countries too. uh, we thought of getting GST number because now we were confident enough to take all our products to Amazon. So first we did a study about GST, how the taxation is there for proprietors. So we did a study and finally we enrolled in GST with on through GST website, and we registered on GST as a proprietor. So that was not much a hectic process. First we saw video about the procedure, and then we went and everything went really smooth. About the documents, for proprietor not much documents are required. All you need is your Aadhaar card, PAN card, and your residence proof. So with just these documents and photos, everything went really smooth. And right now we have a GST number, using it, which we are going to take our products to Amazon.
Speaking about, as I said, that when you start a business, it's necessary that people know that you exist. And in today's world, I would say that Instagram and Facebook is one such tool which will help you reach to your audience. Just opening up a business is not enough. People need to know that you are there and you're selling those kind of products, and you need to tell them that yes, you are providing them at affordable rates. And I think Instagram has been very helpful to us in doing that, and because of which, as I also mentioned earlier, that we were able to reach 1,000 people in just 2 months of our start. And nextly, speaking of expansion of business and team, currently we are a team of 6 people, but as you know that it's not possible as your orders will increase. So we are finding out ways to pick out team members who are reliable and responsible and who will help us thoroughly in making our products and reaching us to new heights. Also, we will be coming up with new products. Currently, we have 40 products which are ready, and we are thinking of doubling that number in a month or so. And with our team, we will definitely be able to achieve that. And
Next is Google Business. For any business to be on Google page or on Google search engine, it is necessary that we registered with Google Business. So one fine day, I studied everything about Google Business, how everything works on Google Business, and then I finally registered on Google Business. So one of the perk of registering on it was I got my own personal website. Our decor mistake got ranked on Google. So now if anyone searches on Google decor mistake, so we are so you can see our page over there. Also, because of Google Business, we can make an amazing catalog over there. So because of which, if even if anyone searches us on Google, they would actually know what we are selling or what we are creating. So Google Business made everything really easy. Next is about our products.
so, speaking of our products, as you can see, firstly, we have dream catchers. Next. So dream catchers are usually what you can see on our screen. So speaking about their significance, as you can see the circle, it represents the circle of life. And this is what the Native Americans believed, and that is why they made it and hung them up where they used to sleep. So it is said that when you sleep, all your negative dreams get caught in the web, and all your positive dreams flow through them when sunlight burns. Means it should be set up in such a spot where the sunlight should pass through that web. So when it passes, your all of your bad dreams get burned up, and all your positive dreams will come back to you. Then nextly we have is embroidery. Now embroidery is very intricate art, as you can see the Ganesha and the wedding couple. So it is all of it is done with thread and needle, and it's very intricate and requires a lot of time to come up with even a single flower. So it is something which is very integrate, and we loved it. Initially, we had planned of keeping only dream catchers, but then we really enjoyed doing it, and we were able to bring it up to perfection. So we decided to bring this in our catalog as well. Next, we have is keychains and car hangings. This everyone is familiar with. So we brought up Dreamcatcher keychains and a lot of other varieties we are thinking of bringing. And then on your right, you can see there is a Ganesha car hanging, which you can hang up in your cars, and not just a car hanging, you can hang it up anywhere as you'd like. And then um, there's bridal bouquets. So initially, bridal bouquets were not part of our catalog, but a friend of mine suggested that we do it, and we tried it for the first time, and we really enjoyed doing it. And it was something new for us, but we liked it, and so we have it now in our catalog, and we are thinking of going ahead with it. Next, basically a tree of life. Dreamcatcher is um, okay. So tree of life is something which represents again life. So this is usually given to women who are expecting a child, and it also in many cultures it is said that it represents that wherever you go, you should stay strong to your roots. And as the leaf sheds, new leaves come up. So even if you have difficult situations in your life, you should be able to tackle them well. Nextly, we have is a 3D wall hanging, which picture we have over here on your left.
So initially, that making this 3D wall hanging was really a tough task because we couldn't find the materials for it. But then ultimately, we figured out ways. We went to local shops, made them order things for us, and ultimately we could come up with such an amazing product, which is loved by every single person on Instagram. So this is most loved product of us. Next is customized product. So as I said before, we gave chance to customers to give us design, give us their and we made it according to them. So because of customization, we got orders all over India, and we could make our customers really happy because now they are getting what they had wished for, what they had dreamt of. So and ultimately that's our goal, to make customers smile, to make customer happy, and that is what we are able to do because of customization. Next is macrame hanging. We have collaboration with Priyanka Kudu, and she is head of an NGO. So she makes so we can see here in this the third picture of this Ganesha. She makes this macrame Ganesha hanging, which you can use as a car hanging and also a wall hanging. So because of a collaboration, we could give her a chance to grow. We are able to empower her and her ladies in her team, and it's a win-win situation for both the businesses, as we are able to empower them and they are able to help us with products. Next is this block. Now this block is, yeah, we can see here the three pictures of the block which are down. So these are integrate designs made on sesame wood, and these blocks are used as blocks for printing on clothes, on paper, or even on wall. So if you had visited a mill or maybe handloom shops where you could have seen artists doing block work with this blocks. So these are blocks made specially for artists, and we did this in collaboration with Mosina Kalyani, and because of this collaboration, we both uh,
Were able to
were
grow.
able to grow. Next is festive hampers. In this upcoming Christmas, we are coming up with our very own first festive hamper, and that is Christmas hamper. We have collaborated with the Bake Story. And the owner is Marina Fernandez. So in this hamper, we are giving a few Christmas ornaments, a mini dream catcher, a dream catcher keychain, and from her side it would be cakes and chocolates. So we have made this
Homemade.
homemade cakes and chocolates. So we have made this hamper, which would be best gift which is the best gift you can give in Christmas. And this is the upcoming launches. As I said, we have collaboration for Christmas, and this is something which we are really excited for, because this is the first ever festive hamper from our side. So we are really excited for this. Next is launching our own shop on Amazon. As I said before, we have finally got our GST number, and we are really excited now to take all products on Amazon. And now we are very much confident that we can do it. So we are now going to take at least 40 of our products to Amazon. Next is expanding to various categories. Now business is all about expanding and growing. So we don't want to be just someone. Yes, we want to be specialist in dream catchers, but ultimately our goal is to be number one in home decor products. So in home decor there will be dream catchers, 3D hangings and all, but I want to add more categories such as mandala frames, bottle art, cluster dream catchers, MDF arts and molded arts. So we are working on it really
Soon.
so and very soon we are going to launch it. So I have dream of launching all them very soon, and expanding and taking our business to next level. Next is CSR. As I said before, it's in our goals that to able to give back to society. So we have decided that in every quarter, out of our profit, we will take 10% and we will help poor or needy people. So it's not just earning profit, but it's about giving back to the society or be able to help someone. So we have decided to do this CSR activity regularly in every quarter on quarterly basis. So it would we have decided 10% of our profit, so we would give 10% and we would make it work. It would be a donation, or either we would buy products like books and notebooks, and we would give it to orphanage. We are just preparing for it, and maybe in December, January we are going to do our first CSR activity. uh, and last is joining hands with NGO and self-help groups to empower women. As our orders are increasing day by day, and we are looking forward to expand our team. So what we thought is we would find out people or women especially who are really interested in this work, or who can really help us, who are really interested in doing such artistic works. So we would contact them, or we would contact NGOs so that we can provide or empower women who actually need it. So we are looking forward to with joining hands with NGOs and self-help groups and empower more and more women, and take it to another level. Last is talking about our team. As she said before, business is not only about two people or three people or five people in the team. As it keeps growing, we need to increase our team, and I'm really happy that we have an amazing team with apart from both of us, we have really intelligent people. As I mentioned before about Shitesh Garat, he is really intelligent, and he handles all our website and social media pages. And he's really sharp minded and gives us amazing ideas. Next is Priyanka Kudu. As I said before, she is one of our collaborator for this Ganesha macrame product. We have Pinky Gorikar, who is a helping hand in making this product. Next is Mosina Kalyani, who is collaborator for this blogs. And there are many more people such as Bharti Vibhute. She's also a helping hand, and Marina Fernandez, who is now in team for this collaborations. So we have such an amazing team, and without this team it wouldn't have been possible. Right now I can say is there is still a long way to go. It's just this a 2-month old startup. We are trying our level best to add maximum verticals and make it the most amazing startup and most colorful, artistic and amazing startup. So let's see how we figure out everything, and we are excited to launch on Amazon next month. So yeah, that's everything about Decor Mystic. So if you have any questions, we are open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotika and Amruta, for a well designed presentation. Starting everything, you have covered all aspects of and shared your journey right from the idea generation till the selling aspect of it, along with all the digital platforms that you have used. And
Yes,
it is a really nice it is a big motivation to all the listeners in this place to see how two young minds could come up with such brilliant ideas and with your collaborators, supporters, your family and friends who have been along with you with this journey. So it's a nice thing. I think with this sharing of ideas, this is what the cell is also looking forward to. uh, Young minds like you who share your ideas will build confidence and motivate others like you also, who would also like to come into this sector, because many a times students hold back because of the fear. They always get scared that they cannot do it. So these ideas that you have presented and the meticulous preparation and study and research that you have gone through is a really nice thought, which as Lakshman ji said, sometimes it may be an absurd thought. You such absurd thoughts get wings and they start flying. So congratulations to both
yes,
of
ma'am.
you and your team also, who are supporting you.
Thank
And
you,
I
ma'am.
wish you all success in this. And I hope to see you doing
We
well.
want to thank GG College Entrepreneurship Cell Development for giving us this opportunity where we can actually inspire people and we can showcase and everything and every our journey. So we are really thankful to GG College Entrepreneurship Cell Development. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. And from the audience, now we would like to take questions if they have the participants have any questions to ask these entrepreneurs any, and Lakshmanji also, regarding startups or any queries they have in their minds. If they have some time, we have some time to address these questions. So raise your hand so that we can unmute you, and you can go ahead with the question. Anybody wants to ask questions can please do so. Just raise your hand in the chat box, we can see it, and then we can unmute you so that the question can be asked.
I think there are no questions, ma'am.
Their presentation was very clear and well said, so I think the clarity is there.
Any remark from our guest speaker, if we can, for 1 or 2 minutes, and then we can close.
I appreciate certain personal attributes of these two entrepreneurs, Amrita and Jyotika.
Thank you, sir.
I really like the personal attributes of, the self-reliance, doing the business with complete honesty and transparency,
Thank you.
and above all, an intent of serving the customers. serving the society, giving it back to the society, and the fundamental objective of creating that happiness.
Yes.
And they are not thinking of their own interest only, they are thinking of CSR and helping out the NGOs as well. So I think these qualities really reflect that they are here for a long term. Number
Yes,
one.
sir. Sure.
Secondly, I think the best feature which I liked in their venture is the customization part of it. Now, this is something which is going to take them to the next level. Because of this particular aspect of customized products, they will create that kind of unique, selling point, or which we call USP. And I think you need to have two or three USPs in
Yes,
your
sir.
venture,
Yes, sir.
which will carry the whole project.
Mm-hmm.
So customization is one part. Second is, you mentioned about Namaste Bharat and
Yes, sir.
expanding beyond the geographies. I think you should explore the international market because your flagship product is dream catchers.
Yes, sir.
So dream catchers will have a very big market in the overseas markets,
Yes, sir.
and you should try to participate in more similar conferences and art shows. But customization is one thing which I think will go a long way in helping you out.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to understand, since both of you seem to be the co-promoters, I would say, the co-founders, why have you created this proprietorship concern? If you really want to expand and make it large, I think initially maybe you can start with an LLP. It
Okay.
can be a limited liability partnership.
Mm-hmm.
And once your business grows, you can convert that LLP into a private limited company.
All right. All
So
right.
if at some point of time you want to enter into strategic tie-ups,
Mm-hmm.
so most of the investors and other large artists would also like to enter into a tie-up with a private limited company structure. So that would help you. It's not required at this moment, but keep it in mind. You can make a timeline of it, that okay, after 6 months I'm going to convert it into an LLP. Then after 6 months I'm going to convert it into a private limited company. So if at some point of time you want to attract investment in your company, so the investment cannot come in LLP and proprietorship concerns.
Right, sir.
Even if you go to these PE players who are into social commerce, social impact funding, they would also request you to create a private limited company. You can allot them the shares and take them in.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much.
So, but have you done any study of the competitive landscape? So who is the closest competitor in
So
your
the
space?
So the closest competitor for us is Soulworks, which is situated in Bandra. So her followers are, I think, more than 20,000. But the thing is, as our products are coming, our products has customization. So that is the perk for us because that our competitor doesn't has it. So because of customization, the growth on Instagram for our page is really amazing and it's boosting it in really amazing pace. So the thing about customization is because the thing about our competitor is they have this designs which are already fixed and colors and color combinations and all, they are not experimenting with it. And what we did is we let ourselves and even our customers experiment with colors, experiment with designs, so that without experimenting there is no innovation. So we let ourselves and our customers decide the color and design, and because of this experimenting everything, we came up with some designs which are not in the kit of our competitors. So we are really happy that we could do something which is really unique up out of the box, or something which not our competitors are not did it yet. So even if she has or that brand has such an amazing Instagram followers or a social media following, but then we are sure about our venture that this is going to grow really well and really fast because of this experimenting and customization idea.
I like and appreciate your spirit. And I
Thank you.
think you should keep on, coming up with lots of key differentiators.
Sure, sure, sir.
But how many players are there in this market?
There are actually, the thing about Dreamcatcher is you
You
cannot find.
mentioned about this local player in Bandra, but there must be other players in the country.
Yes,
Yes.
there are more than 100 players in the about this dream catchers, and globally we can say there are more than 1,000 players who are making this dream catchers and all this kit.
Now, how
So, but
big is the
then
market? How big is the market? And
It's
do
huge.
you
it's
have
huge
any idea?
market, sir, because as you mentioned, Dreamcatcher would have much support in global or in geographical terms. It would be a huge thing, but the thing in India is it's underrated. So if we say Dreamcatchers, some people really ask us like, what is Dreamcatcher? What is its special features? So we actually need to go and
Promote that. You need to
educate
inform
them
them and
about
promote.
or
Yes.
tell them how what I thought is, rather than first directly going in international markets, why not first make our own people or our customers all over the India aware about dream catchers, because it's said that where there are, because here in India we find that there is much more opportunities, and because our USP customization, we can show them our product, but then as soon as we show people our product, they are like, I want this in green color, is can you make available in this design, and we instantly say yes, because we know yes we can do it for you. So because of this customization, they are okay with dream buying dream catchers. Also they are happy that it's going to be their own selected design and own selected color combination. Also we got this feedback, got 2 to 3 feedbacks that because of lockdown we couldn't reach out to customers, but then all we had is Instagram page, and we had to show this pictures of dream catchers. But pictures, seeing pictures and actually seeing the product, it's a different thing, right? So but when we delivered our dream catchers, we had this feedback that it's much more amazing than in picture. So we were really happy that people are loving it to this extent, and because they are loving it, it's spreading really fast with word of mouth, and we got many orders because of word of mouth, because people are actually loving it, and they are telling it to their friends and family, and we are getting orders from them as well as their friends and family. So we are able to make them happy, and because of which we are getting orders from their friends and family too.
Good.
So
I
we
would
are
suggest.
increasing a market in India itself.
Okay, I would suggest you one more thing.
Hmm.
Whenever you have surplus money,
Yes, sir.
right? You have invested your 15,000 rupees, hard-earned money.
Yes, sir.
You are self-reliant, but keep on buying the items of other artists also.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
See, for example, you are creating this dream catcher, but you must buy the dream catchers prepared by other artists also.
Mm-hmm.
Then you find the minute differences, and
Right,
then
sir.
you
Right.
can, that finish can be achieved if you have the
Mm-hmm.
products in your library. It's a library kind of a thing, so you must have the products of other artists also.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Don't sell these items, but
No, no. No.
keep these items in your library so that you
Sure.
will learn the art of differentiation.
Sure, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
and then whenever a customer comes, you can immediately tell him, look, I have the dream catcher of this artist also. Look, this is the dream catcher of my dream catcher, and here is the difference. These are the key differentiators, and that is why I'm charging a little more than that.
That's really a nice
So,
idea, sir.
so it's a marketing tool in your
Yes,
hands.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think you're on the right track.
Thank you.
So I wish you all the best.
Thank you
Thank
so much,
you.
sir.
Sarita
So
madam,
isn't
can we
Yes,
go
yeah,
out
yeah.
of times?
Thank you, sir. It was a very interactive session between the expert and the startup budding and entrepreneurs. I hope the participants also got some lot of input from this conversation that took place between both the delegates. Now I request Professor Sebastian Ribello to propose a vote of thanks to this very interesting session.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
A very good morning to all. On behalf of the Commerce Department, I express my gratitude to our today's chief guest, Mr. Lakshman Nasrapuri, who inaugurated this session. Sir, we are blessed with your inspirational thoughts and ideas. Sir, we do dreams, but we fail to convert them into reality. Sir, your message that there are gaps in the business society, we have to search them and fill these gaps with new venture. We will definitely do that. I would also like to thank our today's speaker, Miss Jyoti Hemant and Miss Amruta Somnath, for sharing their secrets of business with our students. This is indeed a step towards Atmanirbharta. With this, we also wish all the best for Amruta and Jyoti. Let your business grow from local level to global level. I would like to give sincere thanks to our principal, Dr. Somnath Vibhute, our vice principal, Captain Jose George, our management, and all our staff for their encouragement and motivation to conduct such webinar. Last but not least, I would like to thank our beloved student audience for making this webinar a grand success. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Participants, before you leave, please fill the feedback form so that it would help us to send the e-certificates to you. The e-certificate, the link is provided in the chat box. So please don't forget to fill it before you leave. Thank you. Thanks to all the participants, the guests, principal sir, vice principal sir. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lakshmanji. Thank you very much for
Thank
addressing
you
the
very much
audience.
to
Yeah.
you and your team, as well as the participants.
Thank you. Thank you so
We
much.
also learn a lot of things from these participants.
Thank you. Thank you. Wonderful day to you. Bye.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you all.